When most of us think about keeping ourselves and our family healthy, some of the first things that come to mind are eating healthy and having good nutrition, staying active and in shape, getting good sleep, taking vitamins and supplements, and for us adults, managing stress the best that we can. But now there's an emerging and wildly new way of managing our health and even the health of our kids that may seem new and novel to you, but it's wildly simple and effective when you really break it down. So, what are we talking about here? Something called nervous system regulation. This video is absolutely perfect for you and your family if you feel like you've thrown the hook at your health and trying every diet change, supplement, and natural health measure out there, but are still feeling constantly stressed, overwhelmed, and out of balance. This video is especially helpful if you or your child is struggling with things like falling asleep, staying asleep, feeling rested and having a good energy, brain fog, focus-related challenges, mood or emotional imbalances, and even gut or immune health issues that just won't respond to diet changes, detoxes, supplements, and so forth. I want to tell you a story about Jake. This is how Jake went from an explosive emotions to self-regulating like a champ. Mom said that when Jake turned 2.5, their sweet, smiling little boy began to experience tantrums, crying spells, explosive, angry reactions. When triggered, his anger would escalate quickly. He would yell and stomp, call himself stupid, and at times even hit himself. After several years, it had a direct impact on his self-esteem. With every reaction, angry outburst, and tense moment, we grew more and more desperate. We began to feel a weight of heaviness in their home. We had conversations with our pediatrician, weekly sessions with the child therapist, meetings with school teachers, social workers, 504 meetings. We longed for peace with Jake. We hoped and wished happiness for him and calmness for our family. Then, after an extremely explosive event at a martial arts competition, Jake's family knew that he needed a completely different approach to help him. They had heard about PX Docs from a friend, so they decided to take a chance and get him started right away. With consistency and time to help rewire and re-regulate Jake's nervous system, they began to see big changes in him. Mom said that after about 3 to 4 months, we began to notice that Jake appeared healthier, calmer. We noticed him begin to use his words to express how he felt. He was less anxious, less combative, and less intense. He began to smile more and started to playfully joke around with his family. He still has his moments of frustration, just like we all do, but he has learned to recognize when he is heightened and apply the strategies that he's learned in therapy to calm down. He's happier, he smiles a lot, jokes around, and is playful. He articulates his needs and advocates for himself through words and not reactions. And the biggest accomplishment to date has been his comeback in competitive karate. In July, Jake competed in the AAU National Karate Tournament. He took home 2 gold medals in kata and kumite and his age division. So a national champion in 2 events. They couldn't be prouder of Jake, and neither could we. So what is nervous system regulation? The nervous system helps the body stay balanced and stable, keeping every single body system communicating together and in harmony, and operating in the right order, which is called homeostasis. When the nervous system is regulated and everything works well, from basic functions to sleeping, eating, and digestion to more advanced functions like controlling inflammation, managing the immune response, and mental, emotional, and cognitive health and function as well. What happens when the nervous system becomes dysregulated? When the nervous system becomes overly stressed and imbalanced, then it becomes dysregulated. Nervous system dysregulation can then take many different forms, often starting with alterations in basic health functions like sleep, digestion, and energy first, or if you and your child are beginning to notice challenges with falling asleep or staying asleep, digestion, mood, energy, and emotional regulation, those are all signs of nervous system that is no longer regulated. The role of the autonomic nervous system in vagus nerve and regulation is primarily governed by what's known as the autonomic nervous system, which controls and coordinates all the major systems of the body, including the trillions and trillions of cells, almost entirely on autopilot at all times. The autonomic nervous system has two branches: the sympathetic fight or flight stress response and the parasympathetic rest, relax, and regulate response. The vagus nerve is a very important nerve that is primarily responsible for what we're talking about here: rest, relax, repair, restore, regulate. If you or your child have had any damage or injury to the vagus nerve, which most commonly happens through birth, the nervous system will struggle to regulate and stay balanced. Some symptoms and consequences of nervous system dysregulation they often see what we call the perfect storm. In an infant, this looks like difficulty nursing and eating, trouble soothing and sleeping, being colicky and fussy, acid reflux, constipation, eczema. From there, kids then struggle with chronic ear infections and respiratory and immune health, as well as struggles with motor planning and making their way through developmental milestones. Eventually, a dysregulated nervous system can show up as big emotions, frequent tantrums and meltdowns, and sensory, ADHD, and spectrum-like challenges in kids. Finally, today, people all over are waking up to the importance of nervous system regulation and the role that it plays in overall health. What if you didn't have to jump into an ice bath, purchase a $5,000 infrared sauna, or meditate and hum for 30 minutes in the middle of the woods? What if you could get your nervous system regulated and recharged in just a matter of 3 to 5 minutes? What if the same thing could benefit your kids from a newborn baby to your incredible teenagers who really need this level of emotional regulation? Neurologically-Focused Chiropractic Care focuses on restoring optimal function and balance to the nervous system, especially the central and autonomic nervous system, with particular attention to the vagus nerve, which plays a crucial role in regulating the nervous system. Our distinctive approach does not aim to treat or cure nervous system dysregulation, but instead addresses the underlying causes of subluxation, dysautonomia, and vagus nerve dysfunction head on. Our patients experience remarkable enhancements in their quality of life once the care begins and neurological healing accelerates. To learn more about nervous system dysregulation and how to get this revolutionary type of care from Generations Chiropractic may completely transform your family's health, visit the link in our bio, comment below, or send us a DM to learn more.